had a knock at the door. So we had to take a pause on that just for a minute. So if you're just tuning back in, we picked up the body of Jezza. We're trying to find his burial spot. The guy said go west, but everything on the internet said go east, so I don't know what to believe. I do know that it's annoying to be carrying around this dead body for hours in the woods here. Alright, so I saw the guy run it through the woods this way. You'd think that there'd be a marker somewhere. I see somebody up there.
Either way. Go to hell!
Oh, Christ. These cramps are horrible. What could have caused them? Out of here!
Dad!
What weapon did you have, dude? What was your weapon? From there is the town. There's no way, dude. I have to watch the video. Okay, not there. See, this is why you can't trust what you read in Reddit or the AI gives you from the internet, because there's trolls out there, man. They're just trying to mess with you. 5 different posts and the AI, because somebody writ it down and typed it out, said to go east from the woodcutter's camp, even though the quest marker, the quest indicated going west. Five different posts. Everybody's like, go east of the woodcutter's camp. It's trolling people. Even the Google AI, because it had been written multiple times in different posts, said go east as well.
Here I am. Poor geezer almost broke my back.
Thank you for your help, Henry. I hope the woodcutters did not cause too much trouble.
Well, I managed.
I am glad to hear. Anyway, my family is not here yet. Edai must come to Vartinel.
Should I go to the camp to get her and the voivod?
No, I will go and get them myself. You have done more than enough for us already. And I have to bring something from camp. We must bury him with his favorite possession. That is the only way he will remain in the next world and not want to return. You stay here with him and wait until I come back with the others.
I, Henry, thank you for saving Tibor. And that we can bury poor Geza properly now.
Palikerauter Nogajo, you who will finally unite our familia. Now come with us to escort Geza on his last journey. Devla amaro, so sal pro opiren, pošvestin pestironam, autiro tagaripen, meelauka sartukames, pro pripen aukate prepuf. Omaro amaro de amen adagives. Od mugamenge amare bini. Sarte amen od mukazolenge, so amenge musarte. Umalidia amen, androbini. Tirohin od hagaripen, tozor, to až dupinen, andresa berškaj avena.
Amen.
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 Outliving your chave is a terrible thing. It is even worse when you cannot bury them.
Thank you, Henry. We will never forget this. If someone touches you, I whip them like a cur.
Thank you, Voivod. I'm glad we could give your son a decent burial.
From now on, I consider you my Gajo Pral. Brother, if you ever need anything, come to me. I will share all I know with you, and if you ever need a place to stay at our camp, I am sure Geza would not mind you sleeping in his place.
And I will keep my word and tell you how things are with the amulet. But let us now give Geza some peace. Come to our camp. We talk. Henry, the thing is, I cannot give you the amulet.
Not even now? After I did everything you asked from me?
Ashta, hold on. It is Chuhajuno, and its power protects me. And Marika knows well that I'm trapped without it.
What do you mean, trapped? What kind of game is this?
This is no game, Gajo. Marika stole the letter from me.
What letter?
One from Emperor Sigismund himself. Before you start cursing the ginger folks, you should know he was good Hungarian king before he came to fuck with Bohemia. Back then, he defended Hungary from the Turks, and I fought with him. We had a whole company of Roma warriors, armed to teeth. I lead them. For our help, Sigismund gave us letter of safe conduct that give us freedom to travel and protection from the law.
So you're not subject to any lord?
Just so. He give us freedom to travel the world and judge our own people by our own laws. With the letter, we are free people. Without, we are like beasts to be hunted. They can put us in pillory, drive us out of town. Anyone can do what they like to us.
I can see where this is going.
That piece of parchment make us people. Without it, we are nothing. The rest of the camp doesn't know yet, and they must not find out.
But what's that got to do with Marika?
It seems, when she ran off, she take letter with her as a guarantee. Or to blackmail me when she needs something. But by taking letter, she put us all in danger. Me and all camp. And if I give up amulet too, it is my end. Bring me back letter from Marika. When I have it, and amulet here in my hands, I will forgive her. She can come back then.
Kai Jasmore! Sapsal!
Santukejal.
God bless. Good to see you.
Katarsa. What's up, Pooch?
Sapsal, More! Good day. God be with you, neighbor.
Te aveți bactalo, Romea. up, Yungoshita. Sarjive zmričaj.
Aye, come here. Here you go. Take it.
Hey, let them roar. If it
If
weren't for them, the villagers would have driven us out long ago about Marika. She returned to the camp, bathed in light, and carried poor Gazer in her arms. She looked like the Virgin Mary herself.
Everything all right, eh?
Fuck you, whoreson!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Har upp, jag gissfruve! Sen volt!
Now you're...
Så kan volt! Juhi!
Infernal beasts! The wolves must have smelled rot and tried to get in. At first I managed to chase them away with fire, but they got used to it and just waited for me to go out.
You were lucky they didn't get to you. I got rid of them.
Palikerav, you are my guardian angel.
I've got some remedies for you from Aranka. Bandages and marigold. And comfrey that I picked myself.
Thank you, my dear Mama. And you deserve thanks too. I hope it will bring Bohush some relief.
The Voivod sent me to get his letter of safe conduct.
He sent you to get his precious parchment, but he does not care how his daughter is? Devla! So you know that is the very reason why I ran away from there. It is all honor this, honor that, but people? They're not important. When they nearly killed my Bohush, only because he's Gajo, we have to flee in case they decide to finish what they start. If I did not take that letter, the Voivod would say next day he never have any chai.
I think you're being unfair to him. He cares about you.
Then why does he not show it? He is selfish. He thinks only of himself. I cannot give him that letter. It is my only guarantee that Voivod will not leave Bohush to die. If the magic amulet does not help Bohush, nothing will.
How come you didn't take the amulet instead of the letter?
Because that does not take it off even when he sleep. But he keep letter in his trunk. If you give me your word that you will not give letter to Voivod, but try to swap it for amulet, I will tell you where it is.
What? I have to give it to him, dude. I don't know what you want.
I can't really promise you something like that.
That Bohush is lost and me too. And what did the Voivod offer you? A horse? Gold? What is the price of your honor that you do not help a girl who is in trouble? Andrea Bultejas. Gandavlaha.
Will you give me that letter? We're not going to get any further without it.
I will give it to you, but only if you give me your word of honor that you will help me and that you will not just hand it over to him. Look me in the eye and promise. For us, a word given is law. If you break it, you will never find happiness in life.
Then I give you my word. I, Henry of Sckalitz, son of a nobleman and squire to Lord Capon, promise you this.
You do not have to pretend to be noble. Your word is good enough for me anyway. I hope Voivod will not try to take it from you by force.
I don't think so. After Gaze's funeral, he told me I was under his protection.
Funeral? What?
Oh, you didn't know. Gaze got into a fight with some woodcutters at Semin, and it ended badly.
Ay, Devla. And what about Tibor?
He got caught too, but I managed to get him out. He's safe now.
Sweet Mother of God, my brother. And I was not there for his funeral. Damn Voivod and his stubbornness. But I thank you for my brothers too.
You're welcome. I'd rather no one else came to harm, like you or Bohush.
Now, listen. If you head from here to the right and down the valley, you will come across a spring with a well and a big kasht next to it. You will find a small hollow in the trunk covered with bark. That is where I hid the letter. Son Devlaha.
Down the hill. Tree trunk or stump?
So this is the Voivod's letter.
Quick! I'll kill you. Show your stuff. Oh. I know it is spoiled. You know that first, fucker. Straight up.
I should go back.
Go back. Why should I go back? Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Wow, I've never seen fast travel be so slow. Why is the fast travel so slow? I've never seen it so slow. That's weird. Come on, give me a bandit encounter. Come on. Oh, still no. It's weird. Somehow or another, no longer get bandit encounters in the middle of the traveling.
Servus, sartu kejal. Katarsal, what's up? Jungo Shida. Katarsal, what's up? Jungo Shida.
Marika really needs the Voivod's amulet, but of course he doesn't want to let go of it.
He will not give amulet. His pride will not let him. But I have an idea. He likes to bet. And if you wager with him, I will help you win. Go and try it. You will see.
All right. Suppose there's no harm in trying.
Okay. Bet
I'll have a look at your wares.
what? Bet how? Let's see, what does she got? Oh, she has fresh herbs.
Maybe next time then.
I need to wash up. Where's the wash bucket?
Katarsal, what's up, Pooch?
I know there's a wash bucket somewhere. There we go.
I'm sorry.
Please sit down, nigga.
Voivod, what if we made a wager for the amulet?
Dilinigaji, what are you trying? I thought you were on my side.
Are you afraid of losing? The letter against the amulet. An honest wager with honest intentions.
Honest, huh? You want me to end up without shirt?
Alright, so how about this? If I win, we trade the amulet for the letter. And if I lose...
The letter will be mine.
But if you lose, you'll give the amulet to Marika yourself. She insisted.
Huh? She want to see her dad on his knees, huh? But that will never happen. Now, listen here to Tsignomiro de Gesis. All right then. Just so you know I'm not afraid. And no Prekerantos can without Voivod. Let us wager. But first you must show me the letter. And I will decide what the wager will be. So there is no trickery. It will be you against my best man. As you can see, I'm not young anymore and I would have disadvantage. Take it or leave it.
The letter is here with me.
See? Where there is will, there is way. But you can still back out and just give me the letter. And I will reward you. Otherwise, when you lose, you will judge yourself.
I'm not scared. Let's make the wager.
Fine then. I choose Tibor as my champion. He will trample you into ground. You will compete in horse riding and fist fighting. The nomad.
Well then, may the best man win.
That is exactly what I want.
Now stop bragging. What if it's a tie after 2 rounds?
Then there will be a third contest between you and me. But I will tell you about it only if it comes to that. So that you cannot start thinking now how to outfox me. I warn you. You should have give me letter, and you would have reward. Now, you will live with niche but shame. Let us not delay. As I say, first you and Tibor will compete in horse riding. Do you have your own horse?
I do. Don't worry.
Good. You go down towards ponds to meadow behind Old Crone's house. You would break your necks if you start racing up here in the rocks. From meadow, you ride along path straight ahead until you reach road that runs along other side of Rock Tower Pond. Then left around pond to cliffs. Soon, it lead you to left again to Old Forest Path. This, after a while, take you back to main road from Semin and back to camp. That yes?
Do we have to follow any special rules?
No foul play. Whoever finish course first, wins.
Let's do it.
You will be less eager when Tibor tramples you under hooves.
I don't have a good horse. This is not good.
Ready?
Let us do it. Henry, I am sorry, but I will not spare you.
Same here.
Enough talk. You can start in 3, 2, 1. Go!
Quick. Whoa, whoa.
And then my horse throws me off. And my horse throws me off. Come on.
Just a bit further.
Alright, this ain't working. Alright. Alright, we're not ready for that. Okay. Alright, before taking on that, we have to get us a better horse. So, there's that. We need a fast horse. And don't get enough gold for that. So, we're just going to have to continue on our way. You gotta love these sort of, you know, quests that, you know, makes it impossible to complete. Okay. Need to eat. Alright, so now that we can't complete that, we have to try and find a different quest here. Alright, where's this dude?
What are you looking for?
Oh, I found this parchment close by, and if you ask me, it's a map to, well, something.
What, exactly? You can't leave me hanging like that.
All right, well, I'm hoping it's a treasure map that will lead me to my fortune.
Well, how about you show it to me? I'm pretty familiar with these parts. I might be able to help you.
Yeah, right. And then you keep the treasure as a reward for your help, eh? No way. As they say, finders keepers. And it was me who fished it out of the dead man's pocket, so it's mine. Besides, by the look of you, you'd only get yourself killed looking for it. A townie out in the woods. Ha ha ha!
Me? A townie? I was pretty much born in the woods. I was nursed by a bear and rode a wolf's back before I took my first steps.
As if. You're full of shit.
Yeah, maybe a little. But I do know the area. Believe me, all it takes is one wrong turn and you'll be walking into a band of cutthroats. And if they find that map on you, and you're unable to tell them where to hunt for the treasure, well, God help you. That's all I'm saying.
You mean they'd want to kill me?
No, not that. No, not right away, anyway. They'd probably torture you first. Something similar happened just the other day, beyond those trees. They found the poor sod half-skinned. Horrible way to go.
Look, you know what? This is more of a job for someone like you. Why don't you take the map? I'd rather not be caught with it.
Really? I don't want to deprive you of what's yours.
No, I insist. Here, think of it as a gift, and enjoy it in good health.
Well, much obliged.
The pleasure's all mine. Farewell, and God bless.
Oh. What in the world? Are those meals? The wheels on the sides of the... There's a stream. There's a mill. There's a stream. Probably somewhere in there. That's all I can imagine. Let me look. There's Samine, yep. The coat of arms. There must be... There's a wobble in this creek. Wobble in the creek. Somewhere in there. A little diversion.
Go! Quick!
Why? It's just the way you were looking at me. I'm just looking...
God!
Okay, there's no cabin here.
Hungry, eh? I'll get you something nice. Just leave me be. Mother of God, that was terrifying. If it wasn't for you, they'd have torn me to pieces. Thank you, lad.
There was nothing, really. Main thing is you're safe and sound.
Nothing, you say? No, no. I have to repay you for your bravery. Here, for you. So that you don't forget me. And thank you again.
Good dog, Mats. Show me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is the right way. Looking for a cabin between the meals.
Quick! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Cool.
Greetings to you.
You must be Zinnek. Am I right?
Who's asking?
Krazel sent me. He wants me to get the document they took from you at the rat house.
Well, good luck with that, brother in the trade. They took it from me with all the stolen stuff because they thought it was part of the loot. I told them I had it before I robbed that merchant, but they wouldn't listen. They locked it all in a chest full of other stolen things in the rat house jail. You could get there from the courtyard behind the rat house. It's right under the guardhouse. Or you could get there from behind the tavern, alongside the fence. As soon as you find the stairs leading down, you'll know you're in the right place.
Who has the key to the chest?
Well, actually I had one, but when the guards shook me down, I must have dropped it. It was in the chamber next door to the one with the chest. They've got a pretty soft bed in there, I tell you. The key must have fallen under it.
Is that the only key?
No, of course not. Almost every guard in Troskowitz has one. Take it from one of them who's got his back turned. Or one who snuck off somewhere for a nap.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks.
Wait, before you go, you do know how to pickpocket, right?
I'm still learning.
Talk to Krazel, then. He taught me everything I know. See you soon, my friend.
Good to see you.
You silly doggy. What can I do for you?
I heard you have some clothes here that belong to Miller Krazel.
You're damn right I do. They're here waiting for him. Only I had to put them away in a chest in the loft. So I don't have to be constantly reminded of the debt Krazel racked up here. Taking his bloody time he is, the bastard. Those rags have been here for so long, the rats have got into them. Why do you care about them so much anyway?
The miller mentioned them. Said I could take them.
Are you his new lackey, or what? Did
You could say
Zinnek
that.
start to get on his nerves?
Well,
Look, I don't really care who takes them. They're a bunch of boring rags. But if you only knew how much work it was to wash out them particular black stains and sew up the burn holes, and most of all, to wash out that awful stench of rotten eggs. Blah. Along with Krazel's debt, it'll cost you this much, including the price of soap.
What?
fine. I'll pay. My God. That's a price fit for a king's wardrobe.
I told you, that's including the debt. You can sort that out with the miller yourself. Here's the key to the chest in the loft. There's some other forgotten rags lying around near it. That's how you'll recognize it. What are you giving me that look for? You're not going to make me go up and get them, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it.
We're lost. Would it be in the barn?
Damn. These are some fine thieving clothes. Damnation. Ah, damn.
Okay, that one is not gonna let me. Alright, got the bath. Let's see. Got the clothes. Oh, let's see if they're any better than what we already have. That one's better. Nice. Okay. Alright, next, we need to steal something. Let's see, what was it? Let's go. Which one was it we was doing? This one here. Sckalitz.
Sit and stay.
No, he said that there was a bed around here somewhere. What's in here? Said he might have dropped the key. dude is an idiot.
The offer of Hermes Trismegistos. That's Krazel's document.
Alright, now that we've gotten this far, let's see. We need to just skip back. I don't want to, I want to see if this key works now. Now that we did the quest. Nope. I don't know Latin, obviously. I think it was the miller that sent me on that one, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright, we're headed to the H.
I'm always glad to see polite people. God be with you.
Come on. Quick! Go!
Ooh.
Go!
Greetings, my friend.
I have that document from the rat house for you.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
Judging by the contents, it seems like you're dabbling in alchemy here at the mill.
That's not a bad guess. But don't forget about astrology, theurgy, transmutation, and a smidgen of demonology. Although that's something anyone with a grain of sense should avoid. Now show it to me, so I can finally get the knowledge.
I'll show it to you. Get it right out. There you go.
Good. Good. This will come in handy. Ah, yes. Of course.
What now?
I need all this stuff. Go get it for me.
That much? Gonna need more. A lot.
I knew it.
Did you hear me? What now?
Sorry. I got lost in thought. I owe you my thanks as well as reward for getting me the document. And maybe another little job? What do you say?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I need to get to that wedding in Semi.
Don't worry. Your path is leading that way. Only it'll be a little longer than expected.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Not at all.
Making my pizzle.
I'll get you to the wedding as sure as the heavens are above me. The fire of the Creator is within me. But you'll have to wait a while. Besides, things are about to get really interesting. Step by step, we're moving closer to the great revelation.
Enough. I'm sick of listening to your cryptic blabbering. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? Not at all. You guessed it. It's nothing less than high learning. Alchemy! And when I say alchemy, I mean real alchemy. Not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it, then. Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I suppose. You are my apprentice, after all. You deserve to know what all of this is leading to. Now, pay close attention. I want to make a golem out of dough. Then, using secret alchemical practices and theurgy, bring him to life.
A golem, you say? Isn't that a kind of pie? What are you going to do with a living pie?
Henry, a golem is a helper brought to life using divine words. A living statue endowed with massive strength. Can be made of clay, wood, stone, basically anything. I'll make one out of flour. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic can use it to imitate the work of God. Just imagine. You know how helpful a golem would be at the mill? Carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, you'll see soon enough. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. And all the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly!
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few groschen, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say, theoretical level.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
Oh, see now, I completely forgot. Here you go. So you don't go around saying that Miller Crazel is a pinch purse. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
Oh, okay.
Saltpeter is nitre. That I know. They're white crystals similar to salt. But I have no idea what you might need it for here at the mill. Or is it supposed to be some peculiar Crazel wedding gift for a young semi?
Nothing of the sort. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired, and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look, that you can point me in the right direction, and also that you'll get me into that wedding as a reward.
Yes, yes, and yes. Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
So this Bonnie, she's a dowser or something?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. You don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily-liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
How can I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget, you could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth, Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
Bonnie spends time with Zinnik. She may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a decent Christian, she avoids alcohol like the plague. Right along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair.
Alright, so behind the mill. Across the bridge. Across the bridge. There's a path. I think this is what he's talking about. guarantee this is not it. Let's see if it's written in the journal. There's gotta be. He said the lair is a storehouse near the lower semi-mill. What you need to do is walk along the southern side of the pond. Okay, pond. The water is down there. Okay. Okay, across the bridge. Make a left. We have it the wrong way. Let's see. Gosh! What was that? Somebody shot a gun.
What was that noise? Woodcutters?
Am I bleeding or something? What is this place?
Ave Maria.
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit, and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie?
Nice to meet you.
It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
The Wolf of Sckalitz.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I've got something here.
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like. But I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
Always
You know
time
what?
for the
I'll
ladies.
start. When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the miller's finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Sckalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, I'll be... That's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating, just slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
No. Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
Those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. That is, with one exception. When Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd rather run for the hills. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool you. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place Mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work. Time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests. Just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Krazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Krazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Krazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
You mean a knacker?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the gravedigger.
Oh, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskowitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
You couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskowitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the Wolf of Sckalitz.
I heard you could teach me something.
Yeah, all right. But it will cost you. And what would you like?
I reckon you've got a few tricks in your pocket to get into other people's pockets.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
I'd like to learn something.
And what would you like?
Being quick and sneaky at the same time still gives me trouble.
All right, I'll show you something, but you need time for it.
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
Alchemy is still full of mysteries to me.
Great, let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time.
Greetings to you.
Okay. I need...
is your sister?
Fine. Why do you ask?
I heard she was sweet.
God be with you, friend. Christ, pardon me.
God bless.
I'm looking for a friend. He's called Capon. I'm sure you'd recognize him. In fact, you saw us both in the pillory, didn't you?
Aye, I saw you. But I ain't bothered, you know. You didn't rob me. Because if you did, I'd cut your thieving hands off on the spot.
Well... What about my friend? Have you seen him since?
He must be some friend if he's scarpered without you, eh?
I'm sorry, but that's not your business, is it? Was he here, then?
No, he weren't. But I ain't saying I don't know anything. Just that it ain't your business, lad.
What?
And don't try anything on me. My business ain't your business. Got that? If that Capon wants to see you, I'm sure he'll find you. He ain't no fool, I reckon.
I'll have a look at the wares.
I hear it, yeah.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
That, and a little tip.
My, thank you kindly. Glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
It's pretty gray out there. Maybe there's a storm coming?
I don't know, it sounds like an explosion or something.
An explosion? Oh, goodness. It sounded like thunder to me a little bit. But, see, that's definitely thunder.
But the other one was soft and not as loud.
Hello, friend.
You must be the local gravedigger, right? I'm Henry.
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Yeah, something like that. At night, you hear the cries of tormented souls and catch the whiff of sulfur.
Well, that I can't help you with.
Not to worry. It's actually just a hole with some rotting carcasses in it. These white crystals form in it. And that's exactly what we're after.
You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Stratego farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave-digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
I have a better idea. You tell me where I can find that pit, and I'll give you a nice piece of fresh meat for it.
I won't say no to that. Show me what you have. Oh, aye, fresh meat. What a feast that'll make. Now, listen closely. That pit of yours lies at the end of a long journey that we'll take together on my wagon.
So you got meat out of me for nothing?
When I see how much you lot in Lower Samina are interested in it, I'm not just going to hand it to you on a plate. But thanks for the meat. Any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
Of course. I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here? Nice and early, at daybreak.
Let's get this over with, then.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't going nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
I'm not stupid.
Is there some place I can wait for morning to come?
Of course, if you've got nothing better to do, you can sit here with me. If you know how to read, I have a book hidden in the outhouse I got of a dead fella. That'll make the time go faster. In fact, you can keep it. All I can do is admire all them fancy squiggles in it anyway.
And where can I sleep?
At the inn in Truskowitz. Get a good breakfast there, too. You'll need it to be at full strength. Here's a little something so you know I take care of my helpers. See you in the morning.
Sweet. Okay, we can go to the outhouse. Where's this outhouse? Grab the book. Sure. Alright, we'll go back to town. Buy some food, play some dice, read a book. Let's get dressed in our fancy clothes. There we go. Did I go the right way?
Hail Mary.
Okay, let's
What would
buy
you
some
like?
more food.
I'll have a look at your wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
I suppose we could give it a try.
Is this enough?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal. Aye, that sum will convince me. I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
Now, let's have us some... oh. These guys. Man, let me have a beer here. A little bit of food. And while they're doing that, I can see if I've got any skill levels. Oh yeah. I thought I already had that selected. Wait a minute, did I just see another one? Yep, speech. Alright.
my luck keeps up, it'll be all over soon.
I hear you like to play.
What game would you like to play?
I need to figure out what the badges are for.
Let's play like priests do.
Let's play.
Okay, you can make an organ if you and your have a badge at the same level. Every badge has a different property that affects the rules of the game. Description. Doubles the points of your last throw. Allows you to roll one die again. After you throw it, okay. So 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4, 6 die. I don't know if I should.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
I can't see. Alright, that's a 5. 1.
If I was you, I'd take it. I'll have a jug of wine.
Jeez.
You lost your mind. You're gonna lose everything. Something. Damn it. There you are.
guy's cheating. I might have to call the stream here. It's pretty crazy.
Good day to you.
Oh, it's storming pretty good.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Well, that's no great. You didn't have much else.
All right, we're gonna call it here. There's a huge storm, as you can hear in the background. I will have to call the stream and pick it up on the next one.